I'm going to tell you a fairy tale. A very scary fairy tale. It is so scary, you'll probably do this. But don't do that, because your kids will make fun of you.
You unlock this door with the key to your imagination. No, not that key, that's the key to your garage door. No, not that key, that's the key to your front door. No, not that key, that's the key to a brighter future at Belmont Tech. That's it, that key will open this door. Beyond is another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A dimension as vast as space and as timeless as time. It's the middle ground between light and shadow, and things and ideas, between science and superstition, between a rock and a hard place. It lies in the pit of a man's arms, in the summit of his beer belly, and in the lint between his toes. This is the dimension of imagination, or dementia. I always get those two things mixed up. There's a signpost up ahead. The next stop, the Blacklight Zone.
Submitted for your approval, a king who, as legend would have you believe, is a jolly old soul. And yet the king is haunted by a past he cannot recover. Once upon a time, in the Blacklight Zone. First, we come upon a castle, and every castle has a king. This is old King Cole, distant relative of Nat. He is a jolly old soul.
A jolly old soul is me.
He calls for his pipe.
Where is my pipe?
And he calls for his bowl.
Where is my bowl?
And he calls for something to put into his pipe.
That's why they call me Your Highness.
And it explains why he's such a jolly old soul.
I wasn't always a king, you know. I used to be a frog, until a wicked old witch turned me into a prince.
Naturally, then, the prince grew up to be a king after his father croaked.
Oh, if I could only go back to that lily pad, eating flies all day, and saying rivet over and over again.
Actually, I believe frogs say ribbit, not rivet.
Yeah, so you speak amphibian, do you?
Actually, I speak fluid salamander.
If I could only find that witch, get her to reverse the spell, and turn me back into a frog.
But the king has long since lost touch with the whereabouts of the wicked old witch after her last sighting in Oz.
I tried everything, you know. I hired private investigators. I did an internet search. I even took all my horses and all my men off the job of putting Humpty Dumpty together again. Alas, to no avail.
Frustrated, yet determined to find the witch, the king begins a house-to-house search of the entire kingdom.
My only clue is this: a boot she left behind.
And as would happen in stories such as these, the king was about to visit a certain old grandma this very day. A grandma who was not just a grandma, but a wicked old witch. Knowing that the king was about to pay her a visit, grandma is busily preparing a meal for her guest.
Double, double, toil and trouble. Here's a piece of double bubble. You laugh now, but this is your dinner. Let's try this. Oh. No, it doesn't taste quite right. I think it needs a little something else. Let's see here. I've got it. Sing for me now, Ariel. Here's a spoon for you. something. I don't know. What do you think, Lucifer?
Well, I don't know. Did you add any of the bat wings?
Yes,
Hair of the dog?
all of them.
Well, there's only one thing left.
A virgin.
We're out of luck tonight.
Yes. But, I think what it could use is a little meat,
Do we have any Hansel and Gretel left?
No, I don't think so, but, I think this stew needs a little something more carnivorous, like a bear, or a badger, or a wolf. That's it. A wolf! Yes, a wolf would be perfect! Only, how do I get a wolf? I have an idea. Rompa-pompa-stompa-boo, tell me, do.
Don't you mean mirror, mirror on the wall?
Well, you're not on the wall, are you?
No, but you're off the wall.
Watch it. I'm a wicked old witch, remember? And while we're on the subject, who is the fairest one of all?
I think we're going to have to put a fifth on that one.
How did I get such a smart aleck mirror?
Don't criticize me. I am just an image of you.
Well, in that case, I need to get my hair done right away. Now listen. Listen here. I need an animal for my stew tonight. Would you deliver one for me?
What do I look like, Dominoes?
I break you, but I don't need 7 more years bad luck. Good job, Mira. Maybe this will work. No, still not ready. What do you think, Lucifer?
Well, why don't you invite Little Red Riding Hood over?
Wait, you think Little Red Riding Hood would deliver a wolf?
She did last time.
Ah, yes! What a devilish idea!
Certain that her plan will work, Grandma decides to have the unwitting Red Riding Hood deliver a package with the sole purpose of luring a wolf into her wicked stew. Using her magic, she sends for Red. Wait a minute, that's a cell phone.
Actually, it's a spell phone. No more chanting over entrails for me. I just, Lucifer, could you help me out here? I seem to be lacking a hand.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. I just push a few buttons and,
If you'd like to make a spell, please hang up and cast again.
darn, you pushed the wrong button, Lucifer.
Meanwhile, at the offices of Red Riding Hood, Inc.
Riding Hood here.
Oh, Red Rover, I dare you come over.
This woman really annoys me. Whether I'm this grandma more depends.
No, dear, I'm quite continent, thank you. Actually, I need some special spices for a stew that I'm making for a very important guest.
Special spices, eh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll have the stork drop him off while he's gonna make a delivery to the old woman in the shoe.
No, dear, I want you to deliver them yourself, please.
I'm a little busy here, Grandma. My accountants, Lincoln, Blinken, and Nod were all embezzling from my company.
Oh, please, I'll pay you.
You better believe you'll pay me.
I tell you what, if you could deliver them yourself and get over here soon enough, then maybe you can have some dinner and I'll introduce you to my very special guest.
Oh, man, I suppose. Look, Grandma, I am tired of you trying to fix me up with these guys. They are all such losers.
I only select the most available bachelors for you, dear.
What, like them 7 dwarves?
They are not dwarves, dear. That is politically incorrect. They're vertically challenged.
And facially challenged, too. They were creepy.
Oh, no, I don't believe there was a creepy. Let's see. There was sickly, elderly, attention deficitly.
Do you see what I gotta put up with here? When is this woman to die, anyway?
Anyway, this one is different. This is the king.
A king? No, wait. Are you trying to fix me up with King Kong again? One day with that guy was enough. He's always pawing at me.
No, dear. This is old King Cole. And if you hurry up, you can meet him.
A real king? Maybe if I suck up to him a little bit, I can get those royal delivery contracts. Okay, I'll be there.
Unable to resist the temptation to grab some crap, Red Riding Hood makes preparations to leave at once for Grandma's house.
Now remember, I want you to take the path straight through the woods. No need to worry about that big bad wolf. He was killed years ago now. All right, toodaloo. Well, now that's over with. Where is my cauldron cozy? Did you see it, Lucifer?
No, I wasn't here yesterday.
No, I better have hidden enough, I guess.
But of course, Grandma knows full well that the woods are full of wolves, and that one is sure to follow, Red Riding Hood. Submitted for your approval, the son of a legend, Big Bad Wolf Jr.
Oh, I hate it when they call me Junior. Why can't they call me Bad? Or better yet, W?
And as wolves do, he stalked the woods, waiting for prey to pounce upon.
Actually, I'm a vegetarian. I'm really quite harmless.
It was true, this big bad wolf was nowhere nearly as menacing as his namesake.
Well, yes, but I do truly wish to be. I can be rather nasty once I put my mind to it. Watch this. Snarl! How was that?
You know, as big bad wolves go, you're pathetic.
Oh, look, everyone. It's Goldilocks. Wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to be over at the Three Bears house?
Things got a little ugly after it got around I was sleeping in their bed. So I've been crashing over at the Three Little Pigs place.
The Three Little Pigs place? Well, I thought it blew down.
No, it burned down. How did I know you can't smoke in a house of twigs?
Well, listen. Could you put it round that I was responsible for that? It would really help my reputation as a big bad wolf.
Yeah, the porkers told me you're pathetic. You couldn't even work up a decent huff and puff.
What? That is not true. I am the big bad wolf. That's what I do. I huff and puff and stuff.
You're Big Bad Wolf Jr., and you aren't a shadow of the wolf your father was.
It's true. Rest his soul, I shall never truly feel big and bad until I've had the opportunity to avenge my father's untimely death at the hands of an employee of the king.
Well, I have a tip for you. The king will be a little sorry this evening at the old lady's house in the woods.
Oh, what old lady? Which house is this? Where is this place?
I don't know where it is, but I do know that Little Red Riding Hood is headed there.
Oh, well, how did you know this?
I've been paying attention to the narrator.
Oh, well, there's one anyway. Ah, well, let's get it going to the Red Riding Hood. The poor Goldilocks, yes. I got confused. I got so excited about Little Red Riding Hood. Now, all I need to do is find this Red Riding Hood person, convince her to allow me to accompany her into the grandma's house. There, I shall find the king, and revenge will be mine. Ha ha.
In order to keep Red Riding Hood from becoming suspicious, the wolf disguises himself as a harmless farm animal.
Drat, I'm allergic to wool.
Before long, the wolf spies his prey, and then he applies his spray.
Flanell number 5.
Submitted for your approval, a hooded girl with a propensity for wearing red, now all grown up and running a courier service for fairy tale characters. Little does she know that her next delivery will be to an address in the Blacklight Zone.
Oh, get out of my way!
Wait a minute. You're Little Red Riding Hood?
Well, what's it to you?
Little?
Well, I grew up, at least some of us do.
Oh, well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Big Bad Sheep.
Well, isn't Little Bo Peep looking for you?
Oh, well, yes, just something like that. Actually, I was at school with Mary, and we were both expelled. Now, I shall never earn my sheepskin.
Well, get out of my way before I kick your fleece. I'm on a mission.
Oh, well, a mission? Well, perhaps I could help you.
Well, no, get away from me. You're giving me the woolies.
Oh, please let me help. I'm in between jobs just now.
Well, why do I care? Why don't you hire some insomniacs to count you or something?
Look, Miss Hood. May I call you Miss Hood?
That's a little personal. Why don't you use my initials, LRRH?
It's rather cumbersome. How about simply red?
What is this, some kind of bad, obscure 80s music joke? Listen here, bad sheep. LLRH has PMS, so don't give me no BS, okay?
Look, you wouldn't happen to be going to Grandma's place, would you?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Oh, well, perhaps, I could go along with you. It's rather dangerous for a young woman to be traveling the spooky old woods all alone. For your own safety, I should escort you.
You're gonna protect me? No. Go back to the little wool factory, wherever you came from, okay?
Oh, please. You just forced me to sing. Hey there, little Red Riding Hood. You sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad sheep could want.
Leave me alone, will ya?
Little Red Riding Hood, I don't think little big girls should go walking in these spooky old woods all alone. She's rather intimidating. One thing drive I have,
the kind that make me mad.
so just to make sure that you don't get chased, I think I ought to walk with you for a ways. One big fish she has,
And the shore to pound someone bad.
so just to make sure that you get there safe, I think I ought to go to Grandma's place.
You're the one who isn't safe.
I'm going to keep my sheep suit on till I'm sure that she's been shown that I can be trusted walking with her all alone.
You're gonna get busted, that's what you're gonna get.
Oh, please. Little Red Riding Hood, I'd like to follow if I could.
But she might think I want to kill the king, so I won't. Yes, I will. What a big smile I have. Better to fool you with.
As if I'm cool.
Little Red Riding Hood, I'm so sick of being good. I'll try to keep up my lies, just to walk close by your side. Maybe you'll see things my way before we get to Grandma's place.
Bad chance.
Little Red Riding Hood, you sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad sheep could want. Ow! I mean,
Would you stop it already? Jeez. Leave me alone. I don't
I got her. I still see her.
Meanwhile, at Grandma's house in the woods, the king has arrived.
Another house, another foot, a smelly job, but somebody has to do it.
Hello there!
Hello there.
Shall I wait for the other shoe to drop?
No, I only have the one. Hi. Hello, the King Co.
I gathered that. My first clue was the crown on your head. Besides, I think we met during the mingle, you know. What a strange gift. You couldn't have brought me flowers.
Oh, this. Oh, no, I found this and I was returning it. Perhaps it's yours?
Oh, no. I don't think so. That boot has been out of style for 30 years at least. Now, you might as well come on in. You barged in already. Make yourself at home. Dinner is almost ready. I hope you like stew.
Oh, yes, that's fine. Nice place you have here. Who was your interior decorator? Count Dracula?
Oh, how would you guess? The Count has excellent taste. His nickname is Vladimir the Upholsterer.
I don't suppose while we're waiting on dinner that you would try the shoe on.
Why? If you've only got the one.
Because I am king, and it would please me most.
Don't do it, Grandma!
Rather outspoken for kitchenware, don't you think?
I'll show you up! Don't pay any attention to him. Listen, I get back in my pocket. Well, I'll try on your little shoe thing here. What is this, some kind of fetish? Whatever turns you on, Your Highness. Hey, be careful. I paid a pretty penny for those.
Look at that. It's the perfect size for you.
Well, it's a little snug in the instep, but, it'll do. Do you happen to have this in a patent leather?
If the shoe fits, Grandma, or should I say, wicked old witch. What? I know just who you are. Remember me? Ribbit.
Oh, that's right. You're that annoying frog I turned into a prince. And by the way, I think you're supposed to say ribbit with a B.
Suddenly, everyone is a linguist. Yes, I am the frog, and what a horrid spell you cast upon me.
I turned you into a handsome young prince. What happened?
I grew up. I'm now old King Tell.
But I'm not too old to get my revenge.
Revenge for what? I rescued you from a dull life in the swamp with that ugly duckling and that troll that lived under the bridge. What was his name?
Shrek.
Oh, yes, thank you, Lucifer.
But I enjoy being a frog, and I command you to return me to my lovely amphibian body.
Listen, I'm a wicked old witch, right? So, as long as you're miserable, I really feel I've done my job.
If you don't break the spell, then the only thing for me to do is to kill you.
Oh, yes, of course, the killing. But you don't want to do that before dinner. I mean, these people are starving. Besides, my granddaughter will be here any moment now with the final ingredient, yes?
As if on cue at that very moment, Red Riding Hood appeared. I said, as if on cue at that very moment, Red Riding Hood appears. Hey, Red, get the lead out.
Yo, Grandma, I got your package for you.
Oh, excellent, dear. Thank you. Now, go and meet the king.
This short little man is supposed to be the king? I guess what they say about royal inbreeding is true.
I may be short of stature, but I am tall of girth.
Dear, can't you say anything nice about anyone? Your Highness, come here. Your Highness, this is my granddaughter, Little Red Riding Hood. Go on.
I see you and I have different definitions of the word lip.
My, what a big crown you have.
Oh, the better to be seen, my dear.
My, what a big ego you have.
Did I put breakfast on me this morning? Oh, you said ego, not ego.
My, what a big behind you have.
The better to sit on my throne, my dear.
So, little miss, too busy to ever visit Grandma? Did you arrive here alone?
I tried, but some wolf in some cheap sheep's costume was following me around. Did you know he even tried to tell me that he was the lead singer of U2?
Did you say a wolf? Where is he?
Well, he's out back using the little sheep's room.
Oh, Mr. Sheep! Come in, Mr. Sheep!
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes. What brings a mutton like you out into the deep woods? Are you on the lam?
Well, no, actually, I was hoping for the chance to meet the king.
Oh, that's why you followed me, huh? To get now close to the royalty? I hate that. Well, there he is.
Ah, so we meet at last, your majesty.
What's with a cheap sheep disguise?
What disguise? I will admit that my fleece is not as white as snow, but You try finding me a decent hairdresser on a farm.
Oh, give it up, boy, before I'm tempted to use some shears and make a nice sweater.
Very well. I will admit that I'm not actually a sheep. I was just afraid that if I appeared as a wolf, that I might intimidate you.
You couldn't intimidate a fly, okay?
A fly? Where?
What, you got a thing for insects or something?
Oh, it's just that I'm so hungry.
I told you dinner is almost ready now. Just one final ingredient to add.
So, you like to eat bugs. I suppose this makes you Lord of the Flies.
Oh, wait, I know who you are. You're that frog my grandma turned into a prince.
Riveting, isn't it?
Suddenly, the room was filled with an electric tension, fueled by dark secrets and even darker passions.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, I just thought it was time I said something.
Well, I have something to say. Because I know something about you, Your Majesty. Something that happened that you did after you became the king.
I never touched that intern.
How long do you think we can keep up these Clinton jokes? All right, listen here, King. You just made my list, okay? Yours about as annoying as my grandma and the wolf.
But before Red Riding Hood could take out her aggression on the unwitting king, she was interrupted.
By a narrator? When are you going to shut up, huh?
Dear, why don't we be a little more hospitable to our guests, huh? Now, Mr. Would you care to sample some of my stew?
Oh, well, yes, I am getting rather hungry. You know, I'm known as something of a gourmet.
Oh, really? Voulez-vous goûter des cuisines, s'il vous plaît?
French. I love it when someone speaks French. Mon plaisir.
Well, speak English, will you?
Oui, garçon.
What was that?
Nothing. He just commented on your outfit, dear. Voulez-vous manger avec moi ce soir?
That means, would you like to eat with me tonight?
Just say it in American.
You know, it rather smells like chicken.
Yes. Chicken Little was so afraid of the sky falling on her head. She never saw the axe I had falling on her neck.
Oh, good heavens. Now that is one dickens of a way for a sweet little old lady to behave.
No, don't you see? She's not a sweet old lady. She's a wicked old witch. What? Personally responsible for all the evil in the kingdom. Like Sleeping Beauty's 100-year nap.
That one was good.
Snow White shacking up with 7 dwarfs in the woods.
See what you missed out?
And I personally think she had a hand in those prequels for Star Wars.
There's no evidence.
Well, I can't believe it. You mean this entire sweet little old grandma act is nothing but a facade for a wicked witch? Why, that is deceitful.
Kind of like dressing up in a sheepskin, eh?
The witch facade has been going on everywhere. It's a cult of them, you know. Little witches dressing up like little old ladies who cook and sew and drive so slow on the highway.
You mean they cook and sew too? Oh.
Yes, it's a sisterhood. Where's all my soul sisters?
Let me hear you go, sister.
Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, go, sister. Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, go, sister.
Keep that witch facade down in old magic roots, strutting her stuff on the street. She said,
Hello, hey, frog.
don't give me no monologue.
Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, da, 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 da. Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, yeah. Mocha chocolate, ya, ya.
She's old lady with facade.
This is true.
Voulez-vous manger avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous manger avec moi?
She sat in a well while she did cast a spell. Frog drank all that with table stew. Mean a thing a ring, he turned into a king, yeah.
Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, da, 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 da. Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, yeah.
Oh, 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 oh.
Mocha Voulez-vous manger avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous manger avec moi?
Yeah. He come through with the rivets and the lily pads. I let him know about the cake straight out from the gate. We independent women, some mistake us for witches. I say, why call us games just because we are witches? Disagree? But that's you and I'm sorry. I'm playing this frog out like Atari. Mix a magic brew, it never fails. For bad guy folks from the fairy tales.
Go, sister, go, sister.
We drink wine with diamonds on the glass by the case. The meaning expensive taste.
Kissy, kissy, ya, ya, mocha chocolata.
I'm a lady witch facade.
Witch facade. Hey, the touch of her skin feeling lizard-like. What can I say? Some cliche, alright. Makes a savage beast inside roar until he cries. More. And now he's a king, what do you suppose? Wearing the emperor's clothes. So when I turn to a sheep, those memories grew. More. Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, da, da. Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, mocha chocolata, ya. She's a lady witch facade. Voulez-vous manger avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous manger avec moi?
All my sisters, yeah!
Voulez-vous manger avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous manger avec moi?
Yeah!
Wolf Jr. Red Riding Hood.
Hey!
Grandma. Rottweiler baby. They're all rude.
Watch who you come through.
Mr. Sterling here.
I'm a lady with facade.
Picture, if you will, 5 grown adults strutting around like paralytic peacocks trying to eke out some laps. But now is the time to pause.
But the time for lapping is through. Now is the time for chewing, because the audience is about to enter the feedback zone. Submitted for your approval. A dining room full of people busily enjoying their desserts after eating a full meal, unaware of the cholesterol time bomb that's ticking away in their fragile bodies. Several patrons think, is my time almost here? Will the last thing I see be this stupid murder mystery?
Hey, narrator, quit scaring the patrons. That's my job. Yes. Now, as for the stew, it's almost ready. Just one final ingredient to add. Oh, and maybe a little something else aside of that. Let's see here. I know. A little eye of newt. Kindred. All right.
Ah, yes. Much better. Now, one final ingredient to add. Mr. Wolf. Oh, Wolfie.
Just as Grandma begins her search for the wolf, who should arrive but Red Riding
You have to keep up that stupid narration? Gosh, why are we paying this guy to state the obvious?
Red, have you seen the main court? The wolf? I thought I told you to keep an eye on him.
Well, last time I saw him, he was following that king around. And if you ask me, that wolf is a little funny.
Well, at least something in this show is funny. Have you seen him, narrator?
Oh, I'm afraid to say anything since your granddaughter yelled at me.
Huh.
Oh, there you are. This is your last chance. Turn me back into a frog or die.
Oh, get away from me, frog breath. Oh, look what you've done. Oh, I'm melting. I'm melting. I'm not melting. I believe you watch way too many movies. Now, where is that wolf? Here, wolfie, wolfie, wolfie.
I hate that witch. There's one thing I like about her, though. She tracks a lot of flies. Needs a little something. Something with gravity. Eye of Sir Isaac Newton. Gravity. Aha! There you are, Your Highness. Stay away from me, you mangy mutt! Don't you know I am a student of the martial arts? I know Kung Fu. No.
What a peculiar fellow. Must be something in the pond water. Oh, it's coming along rather nicely. But it needs something. Something with a little more physical. Yes. Oh, here's just the perfect thing. Eye of Olivia Newton-John. Ah, that's much better now. Yes.
Are you still here, Wolf? Shouldn't you be out howling at the moon or something?
Well, actually, one not need wait for the sun to set for them to howl at the moon. One only need to stand behind the king as he bends over.
I think it still needs a little something.
Proving once again that too many cooks spoil the
You talking
broth.
to me?
No,
Do I amuse you? Am I funny like a clown or something? Are you talking to me?
No,
Well, forget about it. You'll be sleeping with the fishes.
Well, why is it every other time we enter, you say something about it, but this time, oh no, you don't say anything.
She won't let me.
The little narrator is afraid of a little girl.
Who you calling little, Shorty, huh?
Submitted for your approval. A narrator deprived of his purpose. And with a rumbly in his tumbly.
Are you talking again? Huh? Do you want me to go all pissy on you right now? Because I will.
Enough of this, because I have a bone to pick with you, Your Highness. Namely, avenging the death of my father, Big Bad Wolf Sr.
That will have to wait. First, I'm going to put the witch out of our misery.
What do you think you can handle me, huh? Well, if I wasn't so hungry, I would turn you into something really terrible, like a used car salesman. Now, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Wolf, would you care to step into my cauldron? I mean, my kitchen, yes.
Dinner at last. Submitted for your approval. The narrator unwittingly poisons himself with the witch's brew. No longer will he be able to fill in the gaps in the plot with his inane chatter, because the narrator is about to enter the graveyard zone.
Oh, my. What a convincing death. Yes. Oh, but this is terrible, because if he's dead, that means there can be no more murders. There is a rule with Mystery Theater that we can only have one homicide per show.
Is that so?
Yes, that is the rule. Well, otherwise, the audience can't figure out which murder to solve.
Rat. Well, you'll get yours later, King. I suppose now we have to decide who it was that poisoned the stew.
It would seem so.
Yes, well, we're not going to do anything of the sort with this body lying around. Nobody wants to digest with a corpse on the floor. Why don't you two manly men go pick him up? Take him out.
Oh, you manly man.
Yeah. You're neither manly nor man, I guess.
Grandma, you got a pretty high mortality rate around here. I think maybe you should sell life insurance.
Really? Do you think so? Hold on a second here.
Oh, no. Can we please dispense with that stupid fan there?
Sorry, I'll stop pushing the button.
All right.
Now, let's get on with the murder mystery, huh? I think the king killed the narrator after all. The narrator knew all of his deep, dark secrets.
What do you think this is? Matter she cooked? I had nothing against the narrator.
Yes, but you did want to kill Grandma. Perhaps you just killed the wrong person by accident.
I think it was the wolf. He was trying real hard to be all evil and stuff. Maybe he grew us le croissants.
Oh, the fresh.
Oh, get off me, you canine Casanova.
Well, wait a minute. What about Grandma over there? After all, she's nothing but a wicked old witch.
Yes, I was getting along happily ever after until she came around.
But who do you think I was trying to kill, huh? The king? Well, I invited him here. Why would I want to kill the king? And Red Riding Hood, that's my granddaughter. Why would I want to kill her? And the wolf? Yeah, okay. I wanted to eat him. But in the very stew that was poisoned? Come on. Yeah, I think it's time for a song cue.
Oh, all right. Well.
Let me tell you a little about it. I'm an old grandmother, always hiding beneath the cover till I hear Red Riding Hood say, said you ain't seen a thing till you fatten up the king. That's the only way he's changing his ways.
When I met an old geezer and I tried to please her, couldn't see that she was pervert. And then I got groggy and I turned from being froggy and I chartered with a little thirst. Guess what?
Did you just think of all that right now?
Yeah, pretty good, eh?
Yes, that's true.
Yo, Red Riding Hood and the boys with the hood, then along came a bad surprise.
Singing, hey, diddle, diddle, with your fiddle in the middle with a wolf in a bad disguise. He was looking real cheap like some big bad sheep, thinking he was fooling his prey. So deep beneath the laughter was for happily ever after, and I told him how to walk this way. She told me to walk this way, talk this way,
Walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way.
Oh, give me a break.
Ooh, Roger, Grandma.
You Blake.
That wasn't very nice. I just did a nice solo.
Courtyard bullies kind of gas and smelling nasty made me sneeze when I took it to freeze. There was 3 small piggies who was that kind of wiggy when I noticed they was looking at me. I was a bad guy loser, never heard another critter, so I noticed they was talking me back. And they ain't heard nothing but a huffing and a puffing. Blew down a little shack like that.
Perhaps you better cut down to a pack a day, dear.
Well, Red Riding Hood and the boys with the hood, then along came a bad surprise. Singing, hey, diddle, diddle, with your kitty in the middle with a wolf in a bad disguise. He was looking real cheap like the big bad sheep. He was thinking he was fooling his prey. So deep beneath the laughter was perhaps the ever after, and I taught him how to walk this way.
She told me to walk
this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way,
Walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way.
Oh, that's enough.
Really? I mean, we could do another.
No. This was all very entertaining, but it hasn't helped us solve the mystery.
Any one of us could have poisoned that stew.
True, but all right, now let's think about this. Who here wanted to kill someone? You, King. You wanted to kill Grandma because you believed that as a wicked old witch, if you killed her, that would break the spell upon you.
True. But she wanted to kill you and put you in the brew.
Yes.
Yes, well, you wanted to kill the king to avenge the murder of your father.
Yes, but
oh, you don't think I see right through that little disguise of yours.
Wait a minute. What about Little Red Riding Hood over there?
Well, that's easy. I hate all three of you. I wish you were all dead.
Oh, sweet child. Just for that, you deserve to have the first round of questions.
Yes, now is the time in the show where we're going to ask questions of the characters in this show here. Now, we're going to do it in a very organized manner. We're just going to ask a question of each character individually. So, I guess we will just start with, I don't know, Red, I guess. Anybody who has any questions for Red, raise your hand. Okay, you right there. If you can make it louder, or we'll repeat it.
What did Red put in the soup?
What did Red put in the soup?
What did anybody else put in the soup?
That's a good question.
Why do you want to know what I put in the soup? You want to fight with me, huh? Didn't you see me talking to the narrator?
Grew up with 5 sisters, you're nothing.
Oh, bring it on. You see these boots?
Okay, here's a question from a young man here.
Where were you on the day of today a couple of minutes ago?
I believe the question is to her. You may ask her.
Don't ask me.
He said,
nothing.
where were you on the day of today a couple of minutes ago?
Oh, no, where were you, huh? Huh? No answer, that's what I thought.
This kid's in the 5th dimension to begin with.
Okay, you?
Why are you yelling at the narrator? Why were you?
Why was she yelling at the narrator?
Because he keeps interrupting me all the time. Nobody likes to be interrupted. No?
Did you have... Okay, oh, yes.
Why didn't you answer his question?
Who?
Why didn't you answer his question?
Thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, there's one over there. Is she mean like that in real life?
Yes. Should we answer?
We're afraid to answer, actually.
I didn't say a thing.
I'll talk to you after.
Okay, you? Why is she acting like a bad girl when she's supposed to be sweet?
Who said I was supposed to be sweet? I did kill a wolf. I mean, hello.
Okay. She thinks that those books were used in the movie Resident Evil, that she borrowed them.
Well, you know, my zombie killing skills, pretty amazing.
Okay. Does Red Riding Hood ride a motorcycle? This is a good question.
It's parked out back.
She's a Harley girl.
Okay.
Moving on.
Where's her hood? Mm-hmm. Not very observant.
Downtown Wheeling.
That was pretty good. Okay, we've got time for about one more there. Okay.
What happened when you were growing up?
What happened when she was growing up?
Well, I was walking to my grandma's house, and some big bad wolf was following me, but then he was really her, and then it was a bunch of crazy stuff.
My father, who was a notorious cross-dresser, actually, and dressed up like Grandma.
Cross-dresser, that's ironic, I think. For no apparent reason. Okay. All right, should we move on? Is that about it? Oh, there's one person. Yes, we'll get to you, and then we'll move on. What was the... what was the spice? What was the spice that you put in?
A little something something.
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones there. Come down, we'll give you a taste. Say the name.
What Spice Girl? Scary Spice.
Okay, let's move on. Let's ask questions of the king. Anybody have a question for the king? Okay?
Excellent, no question.
No, you don't get off that easy.
There's one.
Does he really eat flies?
I've been known to eat a multitude of things. I've never turned down food in my life, okay?
I can tell. Okay. You... Where was your crown earlier?
The poor king was suffering from heat, so he forgot it, okay? Do we have to point out my inadequacies?
Okay, you in the back? How did you get your crown after you became a prince from being a frog? I think.
It was a full meal package, okay? Whatever. Burger King. He went to Burger King. Thank you, Wolf. Sorry about
if I don't see you like waving your arm, you might have to jump up and down too, because, yeah, like that.
Where did you get your bling bling?
Where did he get his bling bling?
Something. Oh, this was just an award for my validness in bravery against witches.
Validness. Yes, that is a very valid answer. Yes.
I'm king. I can say anything I want.
Okay, any other questions for the king that I can see? No.
Oh, thank God.
No. Oh, okay, one more and then we'll move on.
How did your father die?
How did your father die?
His father? No, my father. Oh, on the lily pad. Yes. He overate flies and just burst into frog pieces. Very sad thing. This is, I would go in specifics, but this is a children-friendly show.
I think it was spontaneous bug busting.
Yeah. And that's how he croaks.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to the Big Bad Wolf Jr., or W for short.
You may state your questions in French.
Anyone with a question? Okay, we'll go with you first, then you.
My father, she wanted to know how my father died. He was killed by an employee of the king when he was very innocently just resting in grandma's bed in her clothes, and an employee of the king came in and chopped his head off.
Okay, I think you had a question? Were we talking French or just jibber jabber?
As far as we know, it was French jibber jabber.
Any other questions for the wolf? Oh, wow, we have two.
Down here too, all right.
Let's go blue first, then white.
What was your father's name?
My father's name was Big Bad Wolf Sr. Yes, ma'am.
Why are you trying to kill the king?
Why am I trying to kill the king?
Because, like, one of his helpers killed your dad. Why are you trying to kill him? Because one of his helpers probably going to kill you.
That may be, but I'll take my chances. Actually, his helpers I can't find, but I could find the king, so I decided to blame him.
How'd you miss the king?
There's a young man back there with a blue shirt. I think, maybe not. All right, never mind. Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't actually hear what you said.
It must have been funny, no?
Bowling. Would you rather go bowling?
Oh, sure. Meet with Elaine. In the wolf costume, yes, all right. But, yeah.
All right.
There's one back there.
Do you think Red's hot?
Who wouldn't? Especially when she speaks French. She wanted to know if I thought Red was hot.
I think we're all pretty hot. Yes. Yeah,
back there in the red, yes. Was what? I'm afraid that was real. I swallowed some of my own facial hair. It's disgusting. I know. You ask. Other questions? All right.
Is that it? Okay, well then I guess
questions for Grandma.
Oh, we don't really need to ask. They don't have any.
Okay, woman in fuchsia again. Yes.
Lucifer, where are you?
I was in plain sight. Right here in the deep recess of her pockets.
Oh, okay, yes. Go ahead with the question. What did I put in the cauldron? Well, let's see. I put a fish, and a boot, and a phone, and a mirror, and let's see, which one? Ooh, that has some weird stuff on it. This one. I have Newt Gingrich. You know who Newt Gingrich is. You're up on your politics, right?
There's a couple others over there.
Okay, well, I'll just go with the next one I saw. I'm sorry if, yeah. Oh, you love my shoes. Thank you. Thank you. I just go to Witches R Us.
Just girls. Okay.
Was I speaking real French? Oui, madame, oui. Remind me never to do that again. Yes?
What is that thing?
What is what thing?
That thing on the...
My hand? Oh, Lucifer!
Yeah.
Yes, Lucifer helps me in many ways. He's my advisor, my confidant, my thing for keeping my hand from getting burnt when I take pies out of the oven.
What kind of animal is
Animal? Yeah, he's got fins and teeth, and even a scuba guy in here with a little torch that you can't really see because it's got some weird grease on it. We'll call him Luciferonian. How's that? Yes, Luciferus mittenus. Okay.
Why are you so wicked when you haven't cooked any kids for a while?
Why am I so wicked when I haven't cooked any kids for a while? How do you know I haven't cooked any kids in a while? I mean, I haven't. I'm on the, I'm on the plan. Yes. Yes, I raise my own food, as a matter of fact, back there. Did I see another question? Okay.
Where does the sweet little grandma come in character?
Where does the sweet little grandma come in character? Every day, my dear. Yes. If you would like, maybe perhaps later we could go out into the park, just the two of us. We'll push you on the swing, I'll push you in the stove, and then we'll have a good meal. But I'll have a good meal. I mean, I didn't say that, yes?
Are you related to Mrs. Doubtfire?
Am I related to Mrs. Doubtfire? Well, I'm certainly hairy enough, let me tell you. Okay, question, okay, let's go with you, and then we'll go down the line like that.
When did you get a tattoo?
When did I get a tattoo? Well, I was speaking to someone in the audience earlier. I was in Swaziland, and it's a custom in Swaziland to have the medicine man there tattoo you, yes. He was a real fan of Salvador Dali.
Why did you turn the king into a prince?
Why did I turn the king into a prince? Well, you see what he looks like now, right? Even worse as a frog. Yes?
I have another question for the king.
You have another question for the king? Is that allowed?
I suppose so.
Okay, sure.
Why do you want to be turned back into a frog?
Why does he want to be turned back into a frog? I said it once and I'll say it again. I could live happily ever after. Okay, and I think we've got time for just one or two more. Yes?
Why do you want to put the wolf in your soup?
Why do I want to put the wolf in my soup? Well, he looks delicious, you know? I mean, I'm quite obliged to put any furry animals barking in my soup. Okay, yes? Am I really a witch or am I something else? I'm a grandmother, dear.
She's a witch.
What?
She's a witch and a grandmother.
Yes, and I'm a she, darling. Okay. Oh. Yes. If the king was killed, who would be charged of the kingdom? Let me give you a little tip, dearie. No one's in charge of the kingdom except for me. Oh.
Yes, well, that tells something, doesn't it?
Yes. That's enough for questions. Yes.
What's the name of the character on your hand?
I'm Lucifer.
Where's your mirror?
My mirror is sitting over there. Actually, I put it in the stew. Yes.
delicious.
Off her hat.
And the boot, and, you know, pretty much anything else I can get my hands on, yes.
Were you the last person to put out the eye of Newt? I mean, you put that out, right?
Perhaps I did, yes, but that, you know, that doesn't mean a thing. Any other questions? Hurry up. No questions. Okay, well,
It's time to go on to detective files. Those are the little annoying sheets that are in the middle of your program. What we need you to do is fill that out. Tell us on the top line who you think the culprit was. In other words, who killed the narrator. And in the middle part, put why you think that. Be as specific as possible because we may have several right answers. And the best answer, the best clue, will give us, help us to determine who wins the fabulous prize. At the bottom of that sheet is a place for you to put your name down. So please put that down. That way we can make fun of you. I mean, we could give you the fabulous prize. Also, on the reverse is a little audience survey. This will help us to continue to bring you this fine educational theater here at River City Aleworks. And the final thing on the very bottom of the backside is a place for you to put your email address. So if you would like to get periodic informational updates from Mystery Theater, then fill that out even about once a month. We'll let you know what we're doing. And when you're done, just hold it up in the air, and what shall they say? Awoo!
Oh, yes, that's a very good one.
Awoo! And we'll come around and collect them and solve the mystery.
Some nice comforting music to help you think.
There it is. We're done now.
What did he say? What did he say? I don't know. I wasn't listening. Come here, Grandma, look. Here comes the king.
Were you aware that Rush has a Twilight Zone song as well?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, perhaps after the show
that
I'll
right?
do a little on Pelladini.
Oh, yeah. There's time for you all to escape. Poor Grandma doesn't want to play kitty.
Quick.
No pressure, but hurry up! Have you figured it out yet? Oh. Excellent. Good thought. I like it. I like where you're headed.
Yeah, my money's on her.
There's no award for use of most ink.
Yes, but you don't know anything.
Sure, yes. Thank you, thank you.
I seem to be sagging a bit.
That'll happen with age.
I see some people are done. Were you an overachiever as a lad?
Never overachieved in my life.
Me neither. It's fun trying, though. All righty. Thank you very much.
You guys should come back.
Three people finishing
I mean, I know
quite
it's late.
close to each other.
Seeing as how I'm not filling these out, you know.
Take your time. You may have the right answer.
Now I can get those credit cards.
I love how the way you screech, by the way. You screech better than anybody I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you. Yes, well, you know, I work on it every day, you know.
Because he has magic spells, and I think he did that because I think he made that cheese thing, and
Hold on.
Then you go down.
I just know magic.
M-A-G.
And why? Why else?
She's working at that. Okay, well, as you know, every good fairy tale needs a narrator, so allow me to introduce you to our new narrator. You may come on down, dear.
Can you come down? We'd like to have you come down so we can see you.
This is like The Price is Right. Come on down! The mic you're holding is small enough, too.
And everyone applaud for our new narrator, a brave woman.
Submitted for your approval. 4 characters, each with the means and motive to kill one another. First, a wolf, allegedly big and bad, who wanted to kill the king to avenge his father's death.
Yes, I did want to kill the king to avenge my father's death, but since I was unable to do this during the course of the mystery, I failed, but there's always time after curtain call.
Then there's the king, who wanted to kill Grandma to break the spell on him so he could return to being a frog.
I have changed my mind. It's far too dangerous. I hear they're serving frog legs at the concession stand.
And of course, there's Grandma, who is really a wicked old witch. She wanted to cook the wolf for dinner.
Yes, well, the broth was already poisoned, so why would I want to do that? And besides, I'm a wicked old witch, remember? I don't really need any reason to kill anybody, do I?
And finally, there is the real killer, Little Red Riding Hood.
Well, how do you figure that, White Guy? I'm the heroine of the story.
You hated everybody. You didn't care who you killed. You just wanted one of them dead.
Well, how do you figure that?
You were the last to spice the stew, and the only one who didn't taste it afterwards.
Oh, somebody was paying attention.
Actually, I wasn't. It was all on this little plastic card I was given.
Well, so is this the point at which we say, and they all lived happily ever after?
If you are expecting a happy ending, you really are living in a fairy tale.
Good job, narrator.
Thank you, narrator.
Well, I guess there's only one way to end the show, isn't there? Exit.
Which way?
Oh, let's go this way.
Walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way, walk this way.
This isn't getting me very far, is it?
Walk this way,
I'm just going to
talk this way.
Hey, thank you. We're listening. The cast, starring as our narrator, Bert Feroli.
Thank you. And next we have King Cole, it's Jim Ellis.
And next we have Shannon Nolan.
Red Riding Hood.
And we have Ryan Sears as Grandma / Wicked Witch.
And last but not least, we have Butch Maxwell as the Big Bad Wolf Jr.
Thank you. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. We really enjoyed it. We want to thank all of you for just showing up and laughing along with us. We want to show our appreciation to all of those who participated. First, our narrator.
Yes.
Cheer up for her again. And we had Goldilocks.
All right.
Goldilocks. And the Magic Mirror.
Magic Mirror.
Wonderful, great job. I'd like to thank the City of Wheeling and all the sponsors, Tim Birch and everybody at the City of Wheeling who brought us here again for another year. It was really fun. We really appreciate that. We do this stuff all the time. So generally it's in the context of dinner theater. We do it at River City Ale Works and a number of other fine area restaurants. So wherever we are, please come out and see us sometime. It's a dinner theater. It's just like this, except there's food. and it's a whole lot of fun. We do new shows all the time. We'll be doing a completely different show this coming fall. It's tentatively titled Dr. Jackal and Mr. Hype. That's it. Oh, no, we keep changing it. Anyway, it should be a good show. We've been doing this for 16 years, believe it or not, right here in Wheeling, and we're going to get it right one of these days. I want to also tell you that we do have a website. So if you're interested in finding out where we're playing, what we're doing, it's mysterytheaterunlimited.com. So if you remember that, mystery, I know it's a big word, Mystery Theater Unlimited. Theater is spelled with an R-E because we're just pretentious that way. So check it out and come back and see us anytime.
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay, now it's our favorite time of the show, and this is where we get paid. This is where we dole out the fabulous prizes. And what prizes do we have for the winners? Pat Sajak and Vanna White.
Vanna?
Well, hail Vanna White.
Well, Ryan, what we have here is this super sleuth certificate. Yes, this 8.5 by 11 certificate is suitable for framing in your home or your office. Yes, you too can embarrass your children by hanging this on your refrigerator. It says that the above named person is a private eye, shameless, a flatfoot, or real honest to goodness private detective. Short for detective, since it's a family show. And it's signed by Sherlock Holmes, so you know it's authentic.
All right, thank you, Pat. Vanna.
I've got a letter for you.
Of course, what we were looking for was Red Riding Hood, of course, and we had two people who actually got it right, and we have a runner-up and a grand prize winner. The grand prize winner actually had every detail in it, so it's just a touch above the other person. All right, our runner-up is Cheryl. Okay, and our grand prize winner gets this Super Slip certificate, but they also get something else. And what is that?
Why, it's this envelope! But wait, there's more, because inside the envelope is a certificate for River City Ale Works in the amount of $25. And this could make a substantial deposit on your next Mystery Theater right here at River City Ale Works. So all you need to do is bring a table of 8 who are going to pay.
All right, thank you. And our grand prize winner is...
My mother.
Your mother, Margaret Fitzgerald. Yes, so. First, I thought you were insulting my mother.
Good.
All right, if they didn't get it right, what do we give them?
Wow. We give them what they really need, a clue, because they obviously didn't have one. Also sequel for Frank.
All right, our first clueless person, if I can get this.
I think you're the first clueless person.
I believe I am. Our first clueless person said it was the Big Bad Wolf Jr. He poisoned the ingredients because they were all newt related and meant to attract the king since he was and wants to be a frog again, and he wanted to avenge his father's death by killing the king. Sharon.
Good guess, though.
Our next clueless person said it was the king because it is his kingdom and he can kill whoever he wants. Paul.
Good logic. Buy it.
I would buy it.
It's just terrible. Okay, here's who I think did it. Lucifer, the hand puppet. Here's how I know. Because he's the devil that tried to kill everyone. That's true. Pile table? The whole table. Well, here's... You can just fight over this.
We'll take turns.
We'll go get the jello downstairs.
Took the whole table to get it off.
Okay, our next clueless person said, here's who I think did it. Old King Cole. Here's how I know. Wild guess. Guess again, Stan. Stanley? Ah, there you go. Stan the man right here, yes. Okay, and our runner-up clueless person said, yeah, it must have been this. Yes. Here's who I think did it, question mark. Here's how I know. I don't know. Very clever. Although they spelled it like cleaver. So we're going to give it to the beaver, Georgette Ellis.
That's my mother.
Yes, there we go. Oh, you should be so proud.
Son's grown up to be a king.
And our last clueless person said it was the wolf because he had magic spells.
Very good. Hey, you guys, once again, thank you so much for coming out. We are Mystery Theater Unlimited. Our best form of advertisement is word of mouth. So if you like what you saw, please tell all your friends. But if you didn't,
keep your mouth shut.
Well, once again, thank you guys very much. Have a great summer. Good night.
got a mic.
It's not working.
Yes. Turn the mics up. Didn't know they were down. What? Come here.
What? Come here.
Submitted for your approval. A king who, as legend would have it, is a jolly old soul. But the king is haunted by a past he cannot recover. Once upon a time in the Blacklight Zone.
You, a jolly old soul is me.
First we come upon a castle. Every castle has its king. This is old King Cole, a distant relative of Nat. He is a jolly old soul.
A jolly old soul is me. Oh, how I long to be back on my lily pad, eating fries all day, saying rivet over and over again, rivet.
Actually, I believe frogs are supposed to say ribbit, not ribbit.
What are you, an amphibian?
No, actually, I speak. You say Socrates, he said it's for red. Wait a minute, that's a cell phone.
Oh, no, it's a spell phone. No more chanting over entrails for me, you know? Just punch a few, Lucifer, could you help me out here? Thank you. Just punch a few buttons and, why do you appear? Oh.
Well, we didn't hear the operator. You have an operator?
No, we were supposed to be the operator.
Oh, I am?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Nobody told me that during rehearsal. Sorry.
Okay, get away, Pandora. Whoever you are.
If you'd like to make a spell, please hang up and cast again.
Oh, darn. As if anybody didn't see that coming down.
Meanwhile, at the offices of Red Riding Hood.
Here, I select only the most available bachelors for you. What, like those 7 dwarfs? What about the 7 dwarfs here? Oh, they weren't dwarfs. Sorry, that's me. They weren't dwarfs at all. That's
In order to
literally
keep
correct.
Red Riding Hood from becoming suspicious, the wolf disguises himself as a harmless farm animal.
Wait a minute. Shoot! Rats! I swallowed some of my mustache. And I'm allergic to wool.
But before long, the wolf
Well, I
spies
grew
his
up.
prey.
At least some of us do.
Oh. I'll get this hair out of my mouth sooner or later. Allow me to introduce myself. You wouldn't happen to be going to Grandma's place, would you?
As a matter of fact, I am. I'm making a delivery with my company, Red X.
Oh. Give it to Butch. Red X. Well, perhaps, it's rather dangerous for a young woman to be wandering the woods all by herself. Perhaps for your own safety, I could accompany you.
You protect me? I don't think so. Go back to the wool factory or whatever you came to.
Wait. It's like they sing a song. What big lies I have.
The kind that make me mad.
So just to be sure you get there safe, I think I ought to walk with you for a way.
You're the one who isn't safe.
I think this shot.
The better to pound you with.
So just to make sure that you get there safe, I think I ought to go to Grandma's place. It's a Red Riding Hood. I'm so sick of being good, and I can't recall the rest of my life.
All right. Here we go. Whatever turns you on, your hiney.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Frog in your throat?
I only wish. Oh. Well, look at that. It's the perfect size for you.
I believe you're supposed to say rivet with a B, not a B. Yes.
Suddenly everyone is a linguist. Why, rather enjoy being a frog. I love being a frog.
That's why I turned you into a handsome young prince. By the way, I think you're supposed to say rivet with a B.
Suddenly Everyone is a linguist. Grandma, I need some help here. I need you to change me back into a frog.
What? Well, I turned you into a handsome young prince. I mean, what happened?
I grew old. Now I'm old King Carol. What a horrid spell you cast upon me.
Yes, but horrid, I should say not. I rescued you from that boring life in the swamp with the ugly duckling and the troll that lives under the bridge. What was his name?
Shrek.
Oh, yes, that was his name.
Yes, of course. But you don't want to do that before you eat, dear, do you? I mean, you're obviously starving. You can fit a lot in that belly. Besides, I'm waiting for the last ingredient. My granddaughter has it. Any moment now, she should arrive with it.
Ah, so we meet at last, Your Majesty.
What's with the sheep outfit?
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Are you suggesting I'm wearing a disguise? I will admit that my fleece is not quite as white as snow.
Just as Grandma begins her search for the wolf, who should arrive but not you, King. Who should arrive but Little Red Riding Hood? The unwitting narrator unwittingly poisons himself with the witch's brew. No longer will he be able to fill in the plot with his inane chatter, for he is about to enter the graveyard zone.
Oh my, what a convincing death.
Yes, but Mr. Reed.
Because the narrator is about to enter the graveyard zone.
Oh my, what a convincing death.
The narrator is about to enter the graveyard zone.
Oh my.
That was convincing.
It was a very convincing death. Let's see.
Well, why don't you two go carry him off, huh?
What does convincing carry?
You know, Grandma, you got a pretty high mortality rate around
Didn't
here.
want to kill Grandma.
Yes.
Perhaps you just killed the wrong person by accident.
True, but she wanted to kill you and put you in her room.
Yes, well, you wanted to kill the king to avenge the death of your father. Big bad wolf, I saw it every minute that you stood out here and you were like,
Grandma over here. She's got a wicked old bitch.
I think it was the wolf. You know, he was trying real hard to be all evil. Maybe he grew some just because.
Prince.
Get off me, you king of Casanova.
And what I heard, what he did to those three little kids.
Well, wait a minute. Those pigs. I love the plosives. Those pigs provoked me.
Why did they shake their little curly tails and snort, huh?
Well, that could have been Grandma. After all, she's nothing but a wicked old witch. Yes?
Who do you think I was trying to kill? I mean, I invited the king here. Why would I want to kill him? Little Red Riding Hood, she's my grandmother. Yeah, I mean granddaughter. Granddaughter, yes. Slip of the tongue. She's my granddaughter, and why would I want to kill her?
Yes.
And the wolf? It's a sisterhood. Where's all my soul sisters? Let me hear you go, sister.
Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, go, sister. Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, go, sister. We were witch for time down in old magic roots, strutting her stuff on the street. She said,
hello, hey, frog.
don't give me no monologue. Gitchy, gitchy, yada, yada, da, da, da. Gitchy, gitchy, yada, yada, Melted chocolate, yada, yada. Hey, she's old lady witch beside. Voulez-vous manger avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous manger avec moi?
Get it. He come through with the ribbons and the lily pads and let us know about the cake and I hope because we're stitched to the screen. Well, that's you, and I'm sorry. I played this wrong on my guitar. Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, da, 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 da. Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, yeah.
Mocha chocolate, ya, ya.
Hey, 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 see the lady with the sun. Voulez-vous manger avec moi? Ce soir. Voulez-vous manger avec moi? One more time. He come through with the ribbons and the lily pads and let him know about the cake straight up from the gate. We independent women some mistakes for which the same wine color speak just because we're snitches disagree. But it's you and I'm sorry. I'm playing this frog on light guitar. It makes magic brew. It never fails. All cat night that goes from the fairy tales. Hey sister, go sister. Better get that dough, sister. We drink wine with diamonds on the glass by the case. The meaning of expensive taste. Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya. Mocha chocolate. I'm a lady with the sun. Thank you. Of the sun. With the sun. With the sun.
Hey, hey, hey! Touch of her skin, feel a lizard-like. What can I say? Clumsy cliche, alright. The savage beast inside, roar until he cries.
More.
And now he's a king, what do you suppose? Wearing those emperor's clothes. But when I turn to those sheets, memory creeps. More. Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, da, da, da.
Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya,
Yeah.
Mocha chocolate, ya, ya.
Ow! She's a lady with facade.
Voulez-vous manger avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous manger avec moi? All my sisters, yeah! Voulez-vous manger avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous manger avec moi?
Wolf Jr. Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, da 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 da.
King Cole.
Hey, hey,
Grandma. Rottweiler baby. They're